Good afternoon, you're listening to Solent Sports News. I'm Sam Hartley with your 2 o'clock bulletin. In Formula 1, bosses have revealed their plans to replace grid girls with grid kids. This comes after concerns over the representation of women in F1, paired with the importance of keeping children interested in the sport. The topic of grid girls has often been controversial, and the public has been giving their thoughts on the change.
I just think it's a bit silly, really. It's come out of nowhere. I think there are some of the girls that actually like doing it as the job. So
I think that they've always had girls in Formula 1. I mean, I'm not a Formula 1 fan, but I think it's just a bit weird.
I think it'd be a lot sweeter and it would put a change to the sport.
Bit bizarre, but I suppose they've been using sex to sell everything for years. But
I think it's a bit too much involvement for children to be doing something like that. I think they're probably better off just watching.
In rugby, it's bad news for England as Ben Youngs has been ruled out for the rest of the Six Nations with a knee injury. The scrum half ruptured his medial collateral ligament in his left knee during England's 46-15 win over Italy. Danny Kerr is now the only recognised scrum half in the three-line squad. Head coach Eddie Jones is expected to pick Saracens' Richard Wigglesworth to replace Youngs. England women's football captain Steph Houghton says she's excited to be working alongside new manager Phil Neville. His appointment had been questioned due to a lack of experience of coaching in the women's game, but Houghton insists she's looking forward to playing for him.
He's a winner. I think obviously he's proved that throughout his career, that he wants to win football games and he's ambitious, and coming in and speaking to us in La Manga was really refreshing, and obviously the girls are just wanting to move on, and as a team we know that we need to just make sure we work as hard as we can for him.
21-year-old British Olympic boxer Muhammad Ali has been handed a 2-year ban for doping. The flyweight boxer tested positive for muscle growth enhancer Trenbolone last April in Morocco. He faced a provisional suspension in October, but has today reached a settlement agreement with the International Boxing Association. Ali has described the length of his ban as extreme, but is now targeting his comeback at the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. Warren Gatland has named an unchanged side to face England on Saturday. Questions have been asked as to whether the newly returning George North has Josh Adams in place to retain his second cap following Wales' 34-7 win over Scotland last week. Gatland has admitted that naming the same lineup is a reward to Wales' stellar performance against the Scots. Now, could there be a record on the horizon for Solent's Bucks football team? The men's second team are looking to go the whole season unbeaten, something which has never been managed before at the university. I caught up earlier with midfielder Dim Patel to discuss the season so far.
It's having a nice consistent squad of about 14, 13 players. We always have the same sort of starting 11, and we all know each other well, as we played with each other last season, which we also won a league. So it was good. We had good confidence coming into this season.
And would you say each game carries extra significance now, with the streak in mind, that if you lose a game then the streak is gone?
I think we focus more on the points we have rather than the streak, but obviously that is a factor that plays a part, because obviously we want to go unbeaten, which will ensure we win the league. But yeah, it doesn't play a massive part, but it is on our minds, and hopefully we'll achieve that.
How would you describe the confidence in the squad at the moment as come in, and how he's changed things around, and how he's been for you as a player?
Yeah, obviously Jamie's a good friend of mine. Having played with him last season, I got to know him on a personal level. That obviously made it easier for me personally.
That's all for us from now. Remember, you can keep up to date on our website, solentjournalism.co.uk, or follow our Twitter @SolentSportsNews. We will be back within the next hour for another sports bulletin where you can get the latest updates on what is going on in the world of sports.